Hi, welcome to my journey. Now, I thought I could go in the store, take this small bag, right? Leave out of there, right? But I had to buy some milk, right? We bought some milk. We did good. We know we needed some Thousand Island dressing. Yep, we knew we needed that. Did good. By the way, that Thousand Island dressing went up 40 cents because it used to be $1.69. Now it's $1.99 or 98 or whatever, right? So I went by, because I used to buy these trail mixes, right? Trail mixes. This one was on discount for $5.29. They used to, all of them cost $5.69. Most of them have went up to $6.19. Might as well say $6.20 because we don't have the penny no more, right? And then they had I guess a seasonal type of poppy, right? I'm trying to figure out what flavor it is. Ginger fizz poppy, and it was for 40 something cents, 49 cents each. Now that was a great deal, so I bought 4 of them. So I ended up walking out of there having spent like $14.50, right? But I had to get this, right? The water flavoring. Otherwise, we won't be drinking no water. I didn't have to do the nuts, but I did the nuts, right? Because these nuts were on clearance, and I'm just like, okay. Leave it to me to buy something that's on clearance. Now, last night, I had one of my hunger binges, and I definitely went after the candy covered pecans. Yes, I did. I went after them with a passion. Which was one of the reasons why I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to wake up and do some exercises for sure. Right? Because it's depressing in a way, right? You say, oh my gosh, you blew the diet. Yes, that's depression. Depressing exercise yourself back into shape because you're out of shape. Now I know trail mix is calorie dense. You know, and I usually don't get the s'mores. I normally get the Southwestern spicy, sweet and salty or something, Southwestern sweet and salty. Right, but I got the s'mores. Oh wow. Very calorie dense, right? Carbohydrates, little bit of fiber, lots of fat, only 4 grams of protein for 1/4 of a cup. Because the only protein you're going to be getting is from the peanuts. But I'm proud of myself that I bypassed the ice cream, right? And I got the milk. Oh my God, that's a chrome colored. Oh, I got to go and take a picture of this vehicle. This is a chrome colored, I think it was Mercedes or a BMW or something. You got to see it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I'm telling you, I had never seen chrome. Look at this. You got a chrome car over here. Yes. And you have a chrome car over there. Look at this. This is chrome. It's chrome. Mercedes. So you know I had to spin the block. Like, I ain't never seen no chrome vehicle. Look at that shit. Now technically, if they got a spray can of chrome, which I know they do, you can definitely paint your car that color. And I know you all be like, what's so special about the color chrome? Well, chrome is like the color of the moon. To me. So what I was hoping that these s'mores wouldn't be as salty also as the Southwest peanuts, because I think I might have brought my blood pressure down a little bit. A little bit. But it's difficult trying to ascend spiritually, get rid rid of all of your vices, all of them. It is really hard to get rid of every last single vice. Some things you don't even know is a vice until you try to not have it today, right? Like coffee. You don't even know that vice can be a coffee until you decide, I ain't gonna have coffee today. And you keep trying to figure out how come you keep wanting like others caffeine substitutes like cola or energy drink. Right? And I have to remind myself that these caffeinated drinks and these energy drinks, they definitely affect your blood pressure. And I be like wishing and hoping and praying that they will help me, get the energy that I need, just to keep active every day, right? And I'm not even that active every day. Like I said, it takes a lot of, energy just to get me out of the house for an hour, right? And even to go do what I just did, which was go sit at the lake for 15-20 minutes. That right there just took a lot of, emotional energy out of my body. Because there were so many people there. Dogs their dinner. Yeah, they love that chicken carcass bones. After being cooked in the pressure cooker, it was like soft bones. It was nothing but soft bones. It was damn near melting your mouth bones. I know because I was eating some of it in my soup. Like, oh, this is a bone. And I like twirl it around with my tongue a little bit, and then next thing you know, it just mooshed into like, crumbled bones. That's what it was. So they didn't have no problem with the bones and stuff that I gave them yesterday, because they were like pressure cooked bones, and they were very soft. Still has some soup left over. I made some of the soup, which is, really bean soup, right? It's beans, and I added some rice, so it's like beans and rice. And anyway, last night I ended up making the beans and rice into some bean enchiladas, right? I did. So I have bean enchiladas, beans and rice and cheese enchiladas with some chicken. Not a lot of chicken, just some chicken here and there and here. like a mirror, you know. Guess that's like why I like it so much. I never had these little cookies before. My thighs was hurting. I was thinking I needed to take an aspirin if it was going to continue to hurt like that. Here's the big question, right? And some people, you know, they are questioning, you know, well, what's the whole purpose of elevating spiritually, right? And the whole thing about elevating spiritually is so that, you know, in the next lifetime, you're able to go into a realm, well, you're going to go to a realm that's conducive to who you are, right? If you're a fucked up person, you're going to go someplace fucked up, period. If you're a nice person, you're going to go someplace nice. If you're, whatever it is of how you define yourself, that is where you're going to go. Right? Now, some of us, we want to go someplace where we can actually, you know, have a conversation with the creator of all things. Okay? Other people, you know, that's not their quest. They have other quest in their forecast. In their forecast, they have, you know, maybe ancestors, right? Maybe species of origin. Okay? Ooh, this is heavy on my stomach, but I want some more. Some more. faucet outside leaking, and that's what's causing me to, have such a high water bill. Because it does look like, there's a small leak there. But the faucet was tighter than tight. And it didn't look real wet around, the faucet. So, but underneath it did. There was a pool of water underneath. So that's going to require more investigation than I was willing to do today. Because today I just wanted to get out. Just wanted to get out because I was sweating. And I knew I had to get me another one of these water flavor packets because I'm on my last one. So I don't know if the garbage man actually came by today in our neighborhood. I'm not sure. I'll check. It's 79 degrees out here at 5:30 p.m. This is so beautiful to me. It is beautiful.